All right, hello Daytona Beach. Good morning. Good morning. Come on. You know, I'll stand up here all day. Good morning, Daytona Beach. How's everybody today? Nice. Welcome to 1 Million Cups Daytona Beach. We are part of a national entrepreneurial networking movement sponsored by the Kauffman Foundation, a group out of Kansas City. So every week in over 100 plus cities throughout the United States right now from 9 to 10, many people like you are getting together to support the entrepreneurial movement, so thank you for being here. I am Tyler LeCompte. I'm with Networks Inc. I'm one of the organizers for the group. I'd like to ask all of our organizers to stand up real quick and identify themselves. We've got Luke Harris, Chris Steffen, Joan Clip, Silas, Michael, and Sean. So say hi if you haven't yet. Do we have any first-time attendees in the group? Raise your hand if so. Oh, come on, all the way. Be proud. There you go. All right. Welcome, guys. Thank you. I'd also like to recognize we've got a representative, the Central Florida rep from Marco Rubio's office. Tom Self is in the house today. So he's representing the congressman on his small business initiatives. So feel free to give him some information to take back to the big guy. All right. And this morning we've got a great speaker. We're going to have a transplant. This is Cheryl Henchar. Cheryl, did I say that right? Yes. Okay. Cheryl is going to be moving down into the community this fall. She attended a meeting a little bit ago and spoke up and said, I'd like to introduce myself, so we thought this would be a great opportunity. Cheryl is an email marketing expert and educator from Stamford, Connecticut. She's formed a small business, Cheryl's Creative Services, and she mainly does some email marketing, some consulting. I'll let you tell her more, but the thing I want to really recognize is that Cheryl has been recognized by Constant Contact, which is one of the leaders in email marketing. She was her 2014 Rookie of the Year, and 2016 and 2017 All-Star Award winner. So congratulations on that. And without further ado, here's Cheryl.
So today is all about educating you about the values of email marketing for your business or nonprofit organization. Any questions, please let me know. I want you to have fun with this. I will send out a copy of the presentation. If you give me your business card, I'll send out a PDF file within the next couple days. And I'm thrilled to be here, and thank you for the opportunity. So what are the benefits of email marketing for your business? Again, my name is Cheryl Henchar, and here's my contact information. A little bit about my background. I went back to school later in life. I graduated from Sacred Heart University in May 2010 with my degree in business administration with a concentration in marketing. I also moved on and got my marketing graduate certificate program in 2012 from Sacred Heart University in Fairfield, Connecticut. I worked at Pepperidge Farm Consumer Products for over 15 years. I founded Cheryl's Creative Services in May 2013, and I was awarded a national award with Constant Contact in 2014 as a Rookie Solutions Provider, meaning my engagement with customers and how many accounts I opened and my engagement and helped the customers to succeed. Also, our roster of Constant Contact recognizes those solutions providers. There's about 250 of us out in the field that do speak English, and I was recognized for my engagement again with customers. So a little bit about my business. Like I just mentioned, I did a career change, went back to school. I started a small business, Cheryl's Healthy Living, and I became a distributor. It was my gateway into marketing after working in customer financial services for almost all my entire life. So once I started using Constant Contact, they reached out to me and said, hey, would you like to be a solutions provider? I said, sure, why not? And this is a great opportunity, and the things just kind of rolled from there. They called me back and said, absolutely, let me be part of the team. So what is my goal? My goal is to help small business owners, nonprofits, to shine in front of their customers, keep their brand out there, the communication out there. Remember the old saying, out of sight, out of mind. Save small business owners time and money. This is a specialty, so I can take a load off your shoulders by creating a newsletter or an announcement for you, or I can train you to do it. So it's two parts of my business. Basically help relieve the pain. A lot of us are under a lot of pain. We're only one entrepreneur, right? Jack of all trades. We all wear many hats. We try to be efficient as much as we possibly can, right? And I also provide training sessions, as I mentioned, and basically educate clients on an essential tool of email marketing as part of your marketing plan. How many people use some kind of email marketing for their business currently? Does anybody use Constant Contact? Okay, good. Anything else? MailChimp? Okay, that's fine. So what are the values of email marketing? Creates brand awareness, it drives revenue and profit, generates repeat business. I'll give you an example. Back home in Connecticut, I'm working with a local pharmacy. He did no email marketing at all, very little marketing for his business. September was National Honey Month. We promoted honey. Local honey is very good for your allergies, it's very good for your immune system. We launched a newsletter at the end of September. By end of October, he sold 18 jars of honey. Cleaned out the stock. People came in and had no clue that this person sold local honey. Took them a few months to get the honey back. We promoted it again in January, got the same results. So it is a good example of how creating the awareness for your brand works, how it drives revenue and profit, and also generates repeat business. As we all know, once we get someone in a brick and mortar, they see what your services are, they're going to come back to you again, but it's again an initial breakthrough to find out truly who you really are. So what is email marketing? It's driving a professional email communications to interested audience information that people will find that it's valuable and looks great in your inbox. With email marketing, regardless of what program you use, it's very important that people know where your email address is coming from. With Constant Contact, you cannot run to lists, it's illegal. You want to build relationships. In today's world, right, where it's about building relationships and nurturing people, right? We have to keep those relationships, because if we don't, they're going to move on to your competitor. So this is what a professional template would look like, just to give you some ideas. This part we knew about, drives revenue. This is a true testimonial from one of the client that uses the product. Creates brand awareness, I talked about, I gave a good example. And a repeat business. 91% of people check their email daily, right? We've all done it this morning probably 2 or 3 times, right? And everybody's going to be here for a little while. As soon as you leave here, you can go back and check all your emails. What's the priority, what's not? I always recommend to people, give people a good 48 hours or 72 hours to open an email. Yes, we all have our gadgets and we're all tech oriented, but give people a chance to read them and digest them. We're not the top priority all the time, so just keep that in mind as courtesy to your clients and to your prospects. As we know, 88% check on their smartphones. That's no surprise, right? So remember, the first impressions are very important when you send out any type of marketing, right? Remember, people are always looking to your brand personally and professionally. Over here, this is a good example of how an email would come, just like from your Gmail, maybe your database, Yahoo. There's really no branding. There's some call to action, but not really. We use a professional template. This is what it could look like. I open this up. Here's a logo. Here's a picture. I encourage people always put links behind pictures, right? Every time you get an email, right, you're always looking at a picture, right? So make sure you put some kind of call to action behind there. If you want them to sign up for an event, drive it to that link. It's really important to keep that communication and engagement with people. On the bottom, they have Shop Now. And I always encourage people to put education tips in newsletters. How I do them is I sign up for Google Alerts. I get video marketing every day. This month I was focused on women's history, taxes, and then when you conclude an article, put 3 or 4 lines, put a link, let people read more if they would like to. Here are my target audiences, and I'm pretty flexible, but this is just a general list. Accountants, bookkeepers, business coaches, computer consultants, facial and skin care centers, hairstylists, health and wellness, home staging organizers, lawyers, nonprofits, photographers, retailers, and real estate agent brokers. I do a lot of work at home with the real estate agent market. I've been presenting to various real estate groups now. What are my business resources? Business networking. Networking is the key to the world in today's society. regardless what age you are, what your career background is, what you're currently doing, and what are your future goals. The more you get out in front of people, the more you go out there, you can build those relationships, the better, the easier it is to try to build business. And you also learn from one another, right? Every time when it comes to this group, this is my 3rd time here, every time I come, I learn, I meet a new person. You just keep building and building that foundation. Back home, I have members of 2 chambers. When I relocate down here, I'm looking to join the chambers also. Chambers are very valuable to everybody. But again, you have to work all these different things. Local libraries. I also speak at the libraries. I'm doing a program in our library on digital marketing, March, April, and May. Real estate organizations. And referrals. Word of mouth is still the old-fashioned traditional way, but it's a better way to get a great referral from people. I also have a list of referrals that I have from clients. And I also put that as a PDF, and I have a button on my newsletters. I do that for clients too, so that people can see that. Rotary clubs. In Connecticut, I spoke to 10 Rotary clubs. It's a lot of fun, it's a great organization. And the Women's Council of Realtors, that's another national group that I spoke to. So here's a product comparison of Constant Contact and MailChimp. These are just all very basic. Here are the advantages of Constant Contact. You have the live customer support. I have a great rapport with the call center. They know me by first name. I called Cheryl. Oh, hi, how are you doing? They're the second part of my family. That's where I learned a lot of my training. It was a lot of them to help me to get my word as we're getting the year. They'll always answer questions. They're open 5 days a week. Also, the educational seminars. They also do webinars. I do webinars once a week also. It's very important to make sure that you target your different lists. We can use tags. The delivery rate is 98%, and the reason why is because they're so strict on about where the emails come from. And free additions to like text to join is a big thing right now. And there's other ways you can get email addresses. Here's about MailChimp. There's no support system or chat, which can get frustrating sometimes. You need to be a little more tech savvy to use it. There's nobody locally that's certified and trained. You're limited with your list. You can only do 1 list per email. You have to go back in and do it and repeat and repeat. MailChimp offers third parties, sometimes for a fee. And also the biggest thing we've been seeing is, yes, MailChimp is complimentary, but once you reach the point where you need to start paying, they will start to bill you, and their billing is very inconsistent. So what are my marketing vehicles? Basically traditional marketing, business cards today, gave the card stack, chamber memberships, digital marketing, post educational articles. Remember, marketing, 80% is about sharing information, 20% is about your business. Engage with Facebook groups. I've been building more relationships and getting some business off of the groups. I'm finding that it's a small group of people, it's a more targeted area. LinkedIn, as we all know, LinkedIn has changed, right? It's on the new platform from Microsoft. And also Twitter. Twitter, I basically just post things on. I don't really do a whole lot. Does anybody get any business from Twitter at all? No? What about LinkedIn? How many people use LinkedIn? So did everybody get the new platform now? About 95% of people have the new platform. If you have any questions, you can ask me afterwards, it's fine. And then educational seminars and the webinars. Webinars are great. I connect with people globally. I have people from Europe on my webinars, sometimes Russia, Canada. Pricing packages. Basically, I have a package per month depending what people want. I'm flexible. I feel it's important to work with the client. What does the client want? When you sit down and you have a meeting with somebody, you need to sit down and set goals. What are your goals for this month? What are your goals for next quarter? What are your goals for the year ahead? It's important to set goals for people. You don't want to make them too hard because what happens? We get frustrated, right? So take them in stride, but make them realistic. I also do LinkedIn training sessions and Constant Contact for a 2-hour flat rate. I find that's been working really well, helping people. And then at my meetings are charged by a local competitive rate. So many people ask me, well, how do you make money? And that's really important, right? You have to survive somehow. I do client newsletters. Some are once a month, some are twice a month, some are quarterly. Also client prospect meetings. I get monthly revenue share from Constant Contact based on how many accounts I open up, and I also get quarterly bonuses. Training sessions. I feel it's so important to educate people nowadays. I think that's really the big part of the world is teaching people, educating people. A lot of you in this room right here can do a newsletter, maybe just a little education and training, off you go. I would call you guys a self-help group, which is fine. And of course, speaking engagements. So what do you know that, what did I wish I knew when I started my business? How to charge clients for prospect for meetings. That's one thing that I was not trained in my first year of business. So I strongly encourage that for anybody who's brand new to make sure that you start that in the very beginning, because you have to start that tone with people always. You'll never get that money from them charging for a meeting. Enforce additional charges for newsletter revisions, especially people who do social media. How many people do social media for a business? How many people come back to you and say like, oh, I want to change my posting, and they keep challenging you, right? Right? Am I right, Chris? So like after a while, it's like, okay, we have to put your foot down here. We're going to charge you an extra fee. We keep changing things. It's your time and my time. And prospecting and developing relationships. Sometimes it takes like 4 to 6 touch points before you close the sale. When I transitioned out of this business, I had no sales background. I worked in a cubicle all day long for 8 hours a day, 40 hours a week. I had no clue how to go out networking, how to introduce myself or anything. And I finally learned building those relationships. And that's why it usually takes 4 to 6 points before somebody will say, look, I'm really interested, I want to sign up. What advice would I tell other entrepreneurs thinking of starting a business? Create a business plan with realistic goals. That's really important. I always recommend people to do a SWOT analysis. How many people prepare a SWOT analysis? And how often do you look at it? Very good. So you tell people to look at them at least quarterly. You know, if you're really struggling this quarter, why? Go back and do your SWOT analysis. If you're doing really good, a good quarter, look at it. These are my strong points. Keep it going. Also research your competitors and product and service price amounts. How many people do this? All the time, right? We have to know where we stand with our competitors. Also, our competitors are friendly competitors. I always think of them as another friend. Network as much as possible by joining local chamber groups. Visit B&I. How many people have gone to a B&I down here or belong to a B&I group? Does everybody know what B&I means? It's a business networking international group. So, anybody from B&I here? Right? A few people? Okay. And always be authentic and clear and concise with your profile. Make sure that you have a good picture of who you are. People should be able to recognize you. And always look professional. Create a logo to paint a visionary picture of your business, right? Your logo tells a lot about you, who you are, what your business is. Same thing, your profile picture. We want to work with happy people. I see a lot of profile pictures and people don't look happy. You want to work with happy people. You'll have a healthier relationship. And also make sure it's only a profile of yourself. Don't put couples in there. Don't put your pets in there unless you have a pet business. Because it really tells a lot about who you are within 30 seconds. How the 1 Million Daytona Cups can help me moving forward. New clients, computer consultants, restaurants, retail stores, health and wellness consultants, speaking engagements at Rotary clubs, libraries, real estate groups, training sessions for new constant contact customers or people currently using just need to brush up on the product, and also LinkedIn with a new interface system. And thank you. So now I'll take questions.
That was awesome. Thank you, Cheryl.